Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so this is going to be your message for the end of January through the first week of February. So the next 7 days. Transformation is a big part of what's going on with you right now, Scorpio. The card says awakening, live in the moment. Live in the present. Scorpio, I really feel like this card is taking you back to the essence of who you are at the core, which is the Phoenix rising. Scorpios are notoriously known, and they're so good at being starting over, like, rebuilding themselves up from the ashes. I feel like that you're going through something right now. It's a very big change in your life. Many of you, I do feel like you are breaking away from an evil person that you were involved with. Some of you, I feel like you're moving, you're changing locations. The rune we have is Iwas, which is the yew tree, which is strength, reliability, and it's also about trustworthiness. So I feel like you're working on building new bonds with people, new places, new everything. Okay. I also really like the fire element here because it's symbolic of, almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes. She's rising from the flame that's growing within her, the new flame, the new source of potential, right, that she's discovered about herself. I'm also seeing the rabbit here as an association with the goddess Frey and Freya in Norse mythology. Interestingly enough, Iwaz is also tied to Frey and Freya as well, because it symbolizes magic and new beginnings and transformation. It's quite simply alchemy. So because it is associated in Norse mythology with the yew tree, Iwas also speaks to us about something that is connected to the 3D world here, and something that is connected to the 4D world, so the spiritual world. So it's like, you have two worlds here that are coming together. And that's where transformation comes in, is when the 4D interacts and combines with the 3D world to make a really harmonious union. It means that you've realized all the lessons and you're ready to take the next step. You're ready to become a newer and better version of yourself as well. Freya is associated with, the goddess Freya is associated with divination, and she is associated with creating as well. It doesn't necessarily mean, having a child. I mean, it could, if that fits, but she's associated with transforming things, like magic, simply, she's really good at taking the lessons that she's learned in the 3D dimension and tying them to the 4D dimension. She lives in both worlds. That's where she gains the knowledge. She is very associated with 3D world. She's very associated with material things, and the breath of life, the basics of life, food, water. So is Freyr, her brother, and they're both associated with the life force that's within all of us. I do feel like that you are taking the lessons that you've learned this week. The emphasis needs to be on taking the lessons that you've learned and implementing them into the 3D world to create a new reality, a new beginning for yourself this week, Scorpio. I do feel like some of you are moving, changing locations. This is for the best. You are getting out of unsafe situations and situations that no longer serve you. With the rabbit being here present, this is also a symbol of Freya as well. This represents being very observant in your new transformation. If you ever pay attention to rabbits, they're very observant. They always know where you are. They always know what's going on, and they're very quick to get out of there. So this is being very resourceful as well. This speaks to maybe community resources that you need to look into, but you do have help coming in. And I feel like you've made the step to get out of your situation, and now everything else is just going to keep coming to you in a good way. Your good karma will come in. So keep doing what you're doing. I feel like many of you are moving this week. Just know that the goddess Freya and Frey, they walk with you and they assist you in this new beginning. They are associated with new places, both of them are, and abundance as well. So you will be taken care of. You will have everything that you need. Just concentrate, keep doing what you're doing. I feel like many of you, I see you packing up this week as well. I see travel involved, and I see you packing boxes. Keep going. You're doing the right thing. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.